So recently there was a leak about Pokemon Legends ZA, and now obviously it's a leak so it might not be true, but it's claiming that the starters for this game are going to be Snivy, Torchic and Totodile, and all of these starters are going to get regional forms, just like in Pokemon Legends Arceus. These starters are also going to get Mega Evolutions. Now Superior is going to be a Grass Dragon, and it's going to look quite royal, which I guess Superior does already, but I guess its regional form is also going to look fairly similar with how royal it looks. Blaziken is going to be Fire Fairy, and it's going to look Fairy Tail-like, which is all they say, which could mean so many different things. And then Feraligatr is going to be Water Steel and a Night Monster. Now that I am looking forward to so much. That will be so cool. If this is true, I'm probably picking Totodile just because of that. These types are quite interesting as well, because Grass Dragon we haven't seen too much. I think we've only seen it with the Applin line, Mega Sceptile and Alolan Eggy, so it's quite a cool typing to be able to get again. Fire Fairy from Blaziken, that will be the only Fire Fairy type that exists if they don't introduce another one, which is a type combination I think will just be so cool. And then Feraligatr being Water Steel, the only other Water Steel type that exists is Empoleon, so it'll be really nice to see another Water Steel type. And they've also leaked the Ride Pokemon for the game, so for Fast Travel on Land, it'll be a regional Mudbray that will have a new evolution that's a fighting type, so I'm presuming that the regional Mudbray will also be fighting type, and then its evolution will be fighting type, which I imagine will be so cool. Like a fighting horse seems, I don't know, I just love the idea of it. And then an item searcher, which will be a mightyena evolution, which will be pure dark, semi-bipedal. By semi-bipedal, I'm presuming it will be bipedal until it's searching and then it'll go on all fours. Now mightyena I think is one of the coolest looking Pokemon, so I'm really excited to see if they do actually make an evolution with it. And there's also a luvdisc evolution that will be used for swimming, which will be water fairy type with a male and a female form. Now I really hope when doing the two forms, it's like they did with Basculegion, where the two forms have different stats and stuff, rather than just aesthetic. But a Water Fairy Luvdisc, I'm really excited for. Luvdisc has needed an evolution for so long. And then there's a Go-Goat evolution that's going to be used for climbing, that is Grass Ice. I'm presuming Grass Ice because it'll be going up icy mountains. Now Grass Ice I don't think we've seen since Abomasnow, so it's another type combination I'm really looking forward to seeing, especially as I think Go-Goat is one of the most overlooked Pokemon. I think it's such a cool Pokemon, but it's hardly spoken about now, so I'm really excited to see it get an evolution. And then to fly, there'll be a Noivern evolution, which is Flying Dragon, keeping the same typing, but 600 base stat total, which essentially makes it a pseudo-legendary, depending on how you count pseudo-legendaries. Noivern felt like a pseudo-legendary to me anyway with its design, so really looking forward to seeing how this evolution would look, as I struggle to imagine how you would even make an evolution of Noivern because it already looks so much like a final evolution. And they also leaked some other new forms and evolutions. So firstly, Xerneas and Yveltal are going to get ultimate forms, where they keep the same typing, and I imagine that's just a different looking form. Maybe something to do with the ultimate weapon. I don't fully remember X and Y. Probably going to have to hold an item as well, like when they gave Palkia and Dialga different forms in Legends Arceus. But interestingly, Zygarde is not going to get a new form. Now there's also going to be a regional Dragapult, which is Water Dragon, which I'm really excited to see how they would do that. Because in my mind, a Water Dragon Dragapult, maybe it'd be something like jet skis or like water guns coming from its head, but there's so many options that I'd love to see which one they choose. And then they'd also be giving Mega Evolutions to the 3 starters from the original X and Y games. Chesnaught being a Grass Steel type with Iron Barbs, which feels a bit like a cop-out, like that's just a Ferrothorn. Mega Delphox keeping the Fire Psychic typing with Magic Bounce. Again, I'm not too excited for that, but Mega Greninja, Water Dark typing with Adaptability. I think in competitive, that will be so broken. That will be so OP. And then a Bibarel evolution, keeping the normal water, but hopefully making it actually competitively viable, especially as Bidoof is one of the most loved Pokemon, I feel like. And then it says that there's no new evolutions, no Mega Charizard Z, and no Mega Mewtwo Z, which I think is fair enough. I didn't think any of those would happen anyway. And that was the whole leak. Let me know in the comments if you believe it, what you think of this leak. I personally don't think it's true, and one of the main reasons I don't think it's true is because one of the starters is Blaziken. And it just feels weird to me that they would make a starter that's going to have a regional form that has a Mega, something that already has a Mega. Like, giving Blaziken 2 Megas seems a bit weird, when they could be giving it to something like Infernape, which doesn't have a Mega. But that's just what I think. But anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please like, comment, subscribe. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe later, but I will cry if you do. So yeah.